Episode 2. He threw it off, revealing only simple skins beneath. A little later, he tossed aside his finely crafted sandals, saying his feet were stronger without them. Then, as they crossed a sandy riverbed, he stopped. With a sudden movement, he pulled off his glittering wrist ornaments, muttering that the metal bothered his skin. As he did, Ejama noticed that his hands were becoming unnaturally thick, and his fingernails seemed to lengthen and sharpen into points. "What is wrong?" Ejama asked, a sudden coldness gripping her heart. The stranger did not answer, but instead began to shed his remaining garments one by one. His voice, which had been smooth and low, now had a low, rumbling growl. His posture changed. He no longer walked upright like a man, but stooped, his shoulders broadening. Finally, he shed the last of his skins, and before Ejama's terrified eyes, the handsome chief vanished. In his place stood a magnificent, terrifying male lion, its mane dark and thick, its eyes gleaming red in the moonlight. "Ejama," the lion roared, his voice shaking the trees, "you wanted a powerful, wealthy husband. Now you have one. My home is the cave, my family is the pride, and you shall serve us." Terrified and remorseful, Ejama was dragged by the lion to his rocky den. There, she met his family, the powerful lioness, and 2 half-grown cubs. They were all true lions, and Ejama was their slave. The lioness made it clear that Ejama's role was to cook and clean. She ground bitter-root vegetables and found what meager wild fruits she could, constantly watched by the cubs, who delighted in tormenting her. Ejama wept every night, regretting her terrible pride. Meanwhile, back in the village, Ejama's brother, Ofa, was deeply worried. He felt a terrible wrong had occurred. He set out with his spear to follow the faint tracks they had left. Ofa followed the path for days, his heart heavy. As he neared the lion's territory, he rested beneath an acacia tree.